I 100% believe that in June, we will hit 100 pounds down. I feel like so much has happened this week that I want to talk about. There have been some big changes. I don't know if they're like giant changes, but I have made some strides in the right direction, I think, and I think you guys are going to be proud of me for that. So I can't wait to talk about that. I also tracked literally everything this week and put it into the Pep app. So I will be able to tell you guys a lot about like what I ate and how much I ate and like the exact calories that I ate every single day this week, according to ChatGPT, of course. I also got blood work results back this week that I can't wait to talk about. And there's just been a lot going on this week. It has been an amazing week. I think, according to the way that I ate this week, I do believe that we will see the 170s for the first time during my journey today. But I could be wrong. I could have gained weight. I could stay the same. Maybe we won't see the 170. So I don't want to get like overly excited until I actually step on the scale. But I feel good. Although I did wake up this morning with some sulfur burps. So I'm wondering if I'm bloated. Do you see how I like self-sabotage myself with the talk? Because I'm terrified that I'm going to like get overexcited and jinx myself and then not see the 170s. I again have not stepped on the scale one time all week. I just think that like I'll look at the scale in the morning and be like, let me just get on. Let me see where I'm at. But then I literally convince myself that that would be cheating on you. Like that would be cheating, because I have promised you guys that I would weigh in every single Sunday with you on camera, and I can't do it. I feel like I am completely being dishonest and just I feel like that's not cool if I step on the scale any other time during the week. So I want to. I look at it and I decide that I'm not going to, and I don't. I have not stepped on the scale one time this week. So I'm very nervous today. There's a possibility that it's going to be a really great day. And then there's also a possibility that the scale can affect my day today, just because I so desperately want to see the 170s. So let's just do it. Let's step on the scale. Let's see if I did it. I'm so scared. That counts. Hey, I lost about a pound, and that got me into the 170s. That absolutely counts. I'm not gonna lie, I had hoped that it was gonna be lower than 179.9 because that's cutting it awfully close, and I would rather be like in the 170s, but that's okay. We lost an entire pound. We're gonna call it a pound. I know it was 9/10 of a pound, but we are going to call it 1 pound, which is a great loss for 1 week, because if we look at the 20% rule, which I'm going to be making an entire video about this week, I should only be losing about 36 pounds per year, which is 3 pounds per month. And that's less than a pound per week. So I am right on track, right on target. When you follow the 20% rule, you are less likely to get disappointed, and you are more likely to just stay in it and really invest yourself, and you're not going to quit. We're going to make my breakfast because this is the breakfast that I've been making for the last few days. And I think you're going to be proud of me because it is Greek yogurt, protein powder, and I've been using the sugar-free Jell-O cheesecake, but today we are going to try the chocolate fudge and make like a chocolate pudding and see if I like the chocolate fudge. I like the cheesecake. It is so easy to make. You can see I've eaten almost this entire Greek yogurt this week. I take a 1/4 measuring cup and I put it in my bowl 3 times because a serving is 3/4. So it just looks like that. And then I grabbed the Isopure protein powder. I don't know protein powder at all. It just had really good reviews on Amazon, so I grabbed it, but it is a little bit pricey. So I asked my friend, who's like in hella good shape, and she's into all this kind of stuff. I asked her what protein powder she uses, and she says she uses the Muscle Milk. And when I got on Amazon, I noticed that that one is way more affordable. So once I'm done with this one, I'm going to grab the Muscle Milk one. So don't bank on this one. It is really good though. I can't taste it. It's unflavored, which I do like, and I can't taste it. So then I just put that in here. And now I'm going to take the sugar-free Jell-O. I'm probably going to use about half of it, maybe a quarter. And then the cool thing about this is that you can eat it instantly. Once I mix it in, I can taste it to see if I want more chocolate powder. If it's not sweet enough, then I'll put some of this in it. This is Supriva. It is just like an artificial sweetener, I guess. Supriva actually reached out to me and wanted me to try it and sent it to me. And I told them that if I liked it, we will talk about it in my videos. And I have used it once. I put it in my cheesecake one yesterday and it added some sweetness to it. So I absolutely plan on using this. I think it's perfect for a sugar substitute. You use very little. It's like a great alternative to sugar because I don't have sugar. I don't have sugar anywhere in my house anyways. Mix this in. So it doesn't really taste like chocolate yet, so we're going to put some more chocolate. I am going to go ahead and put some of this Supriva in here just because I don't feel like it's sweet enough right now. And I want sweet. So I'm going to take about half of this little scoop and just put it in here. I also think that this will act kind of like a Cool Whip flavor because it is vanilla cream powder, which you know is delicious in chocolate pudding. All right, we're just going to mix all the chocolate in. Now it tastes like chocolate pudding. Yeah, it's chocolate. You want to try it? Yeah. So this is the consistency. It's definitely thicker because I had to put the whole pudding in there, but it tastes good. We're going to do a taste test with my 4-year-old. Is it good? Can you talk? Is it good?
Whoa.
Yeah? Is it yummy?
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
Chocolate.
Tastes like chocolate? 4-year-old approved. And this is what I'll eat for breakfast. I will tend to put it back in the fridge while I make my drink, just so it gets colder. 17 grams of protein from the Greek yogurt, 25 grams of protein from the protein powder. 0 sugar. So we're just gonna let that sit in the fridge while I finish my video. But that has 42 grams of protein in it. That's how I've been starting my mornings off. And I'm not even kidding when I tell you that it keeps me so full for such a long time that yesterday I had a hard time even eating dinner. I had a small lunch and I almost didn't even eat dinner, which is not good. I'm not proud of the way that I ate yesterday, actually. It makes it to where I'm not craving anything throughout the rest of the day. Like that high protein start to my day has made a huge difference the last 2 days. I'm not a nutritionist. On TikTok, I've kind of gone down this rabbit hole of how can I use Greek yogurt and cottage cheese in order to get more protein into my diet. And that's what I have sulfur burps today. Oh, okay. And that's really what I have been focusing on this past week. So it's one of my big changes. And I think that it's huge because for me, I am such a picky eater and I've struggled so much with getting extra protein into my diet. Going down this rabbit hole and using cottage cheese and using Greek yogurt in order to amp up my protein routine is huge for me. And I think it would be huge for so many of you. I'm really going to try to dive into this for both myself and for you guys because I will continue to talk about it. We will make some more videos about like the things that I'm using to amp up my protein routine because I definitely think that it's something that will be super beneficial all around. And then if I just add a Genius shot tonight, that'll be 65 grams of protein without even eating lunch or dinner. It's just making me be able to hit that 90 to 100 grams of protein so much easier by adding that into my routine. I also made my morning drink. Pure deliciousness. I got blood work done this week and all of my blood work came back really, really good. 5 years ago, my A1C was a 5.6. And then right before I started in 2023, I had my blood work done and my A1C was a 5.5. And this week it is a 5. I'm not even pre-diabetic. I am completely in the clear when it comes to diabetes. And that is huge for me because I have always been pre-diabetic anytime I've gotten my blood work done as an adult. And then also my cholesterol went down. It's still not great. It's still a little high, but it went down quite a bit. And I just think these are those non-scale victories that we need to be celebrating. I've been big on romanticizing our GLP-1 journey, romanticizing our weight loss journey. And what that means really is just celebrating the small wins, celebrating the things that not everyone is necessarily going to clap for, but you're going to clap for yourself and you're going to celebrate and you are going to enjoy every single little win that you come across, big, small, all of it. It should all be celebrated, and we are not going to just focus on the scale itself. Although when we go into a new decade, we are going to clap, we are going to celebrate, but that's just going to be another piece. We're going to celebrate all of it. I haven't even introduced myself, but I am Nikki, and this is my channel where I talk about my weight loss journey every single Sunday. Every single Sunday, we come here, we weigh in together, and then we go over how my week went, all the things I did right, all the things that I did wrong. And then I also post 2 more videos throughout the week. So if you are into weight loss GLP-1 content, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you join this community. I tracked everything in the PEP app this week. June 1st to June 7th is all marked up because I put something in here every single day this week. I'm so proud of myself because I really stuck to it this week. I really wanted to see the 170s and it paid off, right? Tracking, showing up for yourself every single day will pay off if you stick to it. Last time I saw you was last Sunday and I tracked everything that day. On Sunday, I had 1,550 calories and I actually started my day off that day with a bowl of yogurt with chia seeds. I used the Greek yogurt, chia seeds, and some Jell-O and made myself a bowl of yogurt on Sunday morning last week. And I thought that was going to be a great way for me to get more fiber in. And it absolutely was. And it tasted just fine. I don't know. Like, some people started telling me that chia seeds can affect your digestive system and that it bloats them. And so I just kind of got off that train. I'm going to do some more research. But again, I'm just learning through this process and I don't know what's really good for me and what's not. And people said chia seeds were, and then some people said chia seeds were not. So can you if you are familiar with chia seeds, can you tell me down below? Because I still don't know if I should or should not be eating chia seeds. I'm very confused by the feedback that I got when I posted that. I'm just confused. But then later that day, I had 2 Oreos and I had a Crunch bar. So I definitely snacked a little bit that day, but I still stuck to my calorie goal. And I had Sloppy Joes for dinner. On Monday, I only ate 1,325 calories. I do not like to eat that little amount of calories, but throughout the week, it ended up averaging out. So that's okay. But I definitely try to eat at least 1,500 calories per day. This wasn't that far under. We went to breakfast that day and I got chorizo and egg omelet, which again, I think is super healthy, right? That has super high protein and I don't feel like there's anything not healthy in there. I don't know what healthy food is. I just don't. And I think that's where I struggle with. I don't want to come across as a nutritionist or a nutrition coach because that's not who I am. I can help you with all of the other things, but when it comes to eating healthy, that's just not something that I'm going to be able to help you with, at least not yet. I would love to learn more and dive into nutrition, but that's just not where I'm at yet. For dinner that night, I had hot dogs. I don't want to go over everything that I ate because this video will be ridiculously long, but I do want to go over the calories that I ate every day. On Tuesday, I had 1,740 calories. I did have Domino's that day, but then I wasn't very hungry later, so I didn't have a big dinner. On Wednesday, I ate 1,289 calories, another low-calorie day. Because I'm starting my day off with very high protein lately, it's gotten a lot harder for me to eat enough calories that I'm happy with, but I'm very satisfied and I feel very good. What I don't want to do is eat low calories every single day and completely mess up my metabolism. I think that going from a low calorie day to a high calorie day, low calorie day, high calorie day, I think that's absolutely fine. I don't think that's going to wreck my metabolism at all. We just don't want to eat super low calories every single day. On Wednesday morning, I actually made a super high protein toast with marinara sauce, cottage cheese, regular cheese, and pepperoni. And I only had 1 piece and it was very high protein and it was pretty delicious. I'm definitely going to be adding that into my routine moving forward. I did post it on my posts in case you want to look through my posts. I do post quite a bit on my posts of like what I'm eating. I take pictures of it, share there. So make sure that you are paying attention to my posts if you want to learn more about what I am eating. On Wednesday, I also had McDonald's, and then I had the most delicious homemade BLT for dinner. On Thursday, I had 1,910 calories, so going from a low calorie day to a higher calorie day, I think works, and we will continue kind of testing that theory. On Thursday, I had my high protein yogurt bowl that I showed you guys this morning, just with cheesecake instead of chocolate pudding. On Thursday, we went to BJ's for dinner, and it was freaking delicious. I had some wings. On Friday, we went out. We went to round one and played in the arcade. And we went bowling. I had some nachos and fries while we were bowling. And then we went to Cheesecake Factory and had lunch. I split a burger with my husband and had a big side salad. I actually had a side salad twice this week, which is something else that I am super proud of because I did have more vegetables this week than I've had in a very long time. And when I am having a side salad, I'm making sure that there is extra tomatoes on that because I'm in a tomato phase right now. And then with the BLT that I had earlier this week, it definitely had lettuce and tomato as well. So I had a lot more vegetables this week than I typically do. And then that brings us to yesterday. Yesterday I had 1,250 calories. So again, another low calorie day after a high calorie day. Yesterday was just very chill at home. I did order Cafe Rio and I had some nachos with sweet pork, which is probably what is giving me these sulfur burps this morning because I tend to get side effects every time I have sweet pork nachos from Cafe Rio. I think it might be the Hatch green chili sauce, but it's so delicious that I just don't care. If I have one day of sulfur burps, it's worth it because they were so freaking delicious. I have a very small portion of it because I can't eat very much of it, but it's so delicious. And I do not have it very often, but I'm not going to just stop eating one of my favorite foods. I'm just not going to. I had a hard time eating throughout the day because I started off with that high protein bowl in the morning and then I had some nachos, but I was not able to eat very many. Literally, I probably had like 10 chips with cheese and sweet pork and Hatch green chili sauce. My husband wanted Domino's for dinner, so we ordered Domino's and I had one slice of pizza and I was like done. I was so full. That's all I could eat. And that's all I had yesterday, which is why the calories were so low, even though I did technically eat Cafe Rio and Domino's yesterday. I just didn't eat very much of it, and therefore I didn't take in that many calories. So this week was a good week. I'm very happy with the week that I had. I think that it's a more normal week for the summer. I'm expecting most of the weeks this summer to go this way. I really do believe that June will probably be my best weight loss week. I did up my dose. I am taking a 3 milligram dose instead of a 2.5 milligram dose. I don't know if that's going to make that big of a difference, but I have decided that I am no longer split dosing. I'm not going to do it every 5 days. I'm going to do it every 7 days. And the reason for that is because I plan on doing it 5 days this week, and I ended up forgetting to take my injection, and I went, I think, 8 days without taking my injection. So that's another problem that I have is that I'm very bad at staying on top of my injections. I forget, or I go to bed and then I'm just so tired. I don't want to get out of bed and take my injection. So I tell myself I'll take it tomorrow morning and then I don't even take it the next night. And then I just push it off and push it off and push it off. And then at some point I'm like, okay, I have to take my injection. But the thing is that my food noise is not coming back and I'm not overeating because I'm skipping my injection, and I'm not skipping it by much. Like I think I went 8 days this week instead of the 5 that I had planned. So I'm just going to plan on doing it every 7 days, which means Saturday nights are my new injection day. And hopefully if I put a Saturday night, I won't forget, because then I would have to come here and tell you guys that I forgot to take my injection last night, and I don't want to do that. Just like stepping on the scale every week, right? If I have something that I can have you guys hold me accountable to, it helps me so much, and it makes a huge difference in this entire journey. I mean, this video holds me accountable to try more of these high protein meals, to make sure to get my morning drink in every day, make sure to take my supplements, all of these things I am doing because I want to be held accountable, and that's what this video does for me. So if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you do it. Go for it. It will help you stay on top of things. It will help you stay accountable. But if YouTube is not the place that you want to be, get into Her Glow Era. It is my completely free community. There are like 265 women in there now. We post a weekly weigh-in every single Sunday. I will get in there later today and post it. And then everyone writes down their weekly weigh-in. We go in, we comment on each other, we talk to each other, we ask questions, we support each other. And that is just another way to hold yourself accountable. If you need that, or if you just want to be in there so you're not alone, please come join. It is linked down below. Also, of course, if you are new to this journey, starting to learn about GLP-1 medications, you just started, you're a little bit confused, grab my free starter guide. It is down below. It is a 42-page starter guide all about GLP-1 medications, and it's completely free. All of the things that I've learned in over 2 years of being on this medication. Guys, 179.9 pounds. In 2 more pounds, I will be officially down 100 pounds. I 100% believe that in June, we will hit 100 pounds down. My highest weight was 277 pounds. Once I hit 177, which is 2 pounds away, I will officially hit 100 pounds down. What should I do? How should I celebrate it? How should I celebrate 100 pounds down? Leave a comment down below and let me know how I should celebrate it. What should I do? Should I buy like a new outfit? Should I buy like, what should I do? What should I do to celebrate 100 pounds? Leave that down in the comments. Let me know how your week went. Let me know if you have any questions, advice, comment down below, say hi. I love that you're a part of this community, so don't leave this video without saying hi. I'm gonna go ahead and link the other 2 videos that I posted this week in case you missed them and need to go catch up. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.